Yo, what up, nyakos? It's your buddy Philko here reporting live from your mama's house. And the photo you see in front of you was from this TV show I did this morning. Was it this morning? Yeah, I think it was this morning. This TV show I did this morning out here in the city of Omsk. Sorry, I travel a lot. And no, it all went well. It was fun and stuff. You know, they asked me a few questions and all this stuff. And, you know, I understand a lot of Russian. That's one thing I'm realizing. I understand a lot more than I always thought I had. Then afterwards, I had another interview and all this shit, and people were asking me questions. But this interview was great. But the day before, yesterday itself, not the day before yesterday, I had a real interesting question that they asked me, and I wanted to go in on that. They asked me, was I thinking of becoming a Russian citizen? They're actually asking me that. They're like, would you consider being a Russian citizen, or are you thinking about becoming a Russian citizen? And of course, I said no. You know, I said, I'm not trying to be a Russian citizen. You know, right now the political situation isn't good and all that kind of stuff. But right now, I'm going to teach I know there's not many Americans in Russia. I know there's not many Americans in Russia at all. I don't even know why I'm making this video. But I guess this video is for Americans who want to come to Russia, and Americans who are in Russia, and Americans who talk to Russians, who want to do business with Russians, or who want to be close with Russians, and how to speak to Russians from a political point of view. Because the interview I had today with this blonde lady, it was mostly about politics. You know what I mean? And it was for a magazine. So let me teach you the trick of the trade. Let me teach you how I got caught up. Because you want to know something? Like I've said this many times, but I used to listen to a lot of I watch a lot of hip hop documentaries. I watch a lot of them, especially East Coast based ones. Cause you know, I'm an East Coast kid, always been. You know, I love rappers like Biggie, DMX, and right now you got dudes like 50 Cent and all that shit. You know, I've always liked people like that, East Coast rappers. I was really into them, so I watched all their documentaries and stuff. But even the rappers from the West Coast, they always say this kind of shit. Fuck the media. Fuck the media, and they would always say, fuck these magazines, these articles are bullshit, all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. Now let me teach you a little something about this shit. The game of the day, the trick of the day, because I brought my homie Jason with me, and hopefully we'll make some videos together soon. Jason is my American friend who's here in Russia. I met him here. It's not like we knew each other in America. He's from Las Vegas, but he's here. And basically, this is the trick of the trade. I got caught up with this in the city of Sarato. A guy came to my hotel for an interview. My manager told me he was coming in advance and told me to do an interview with him. So I'm like, all right, you're going to ask me questions. Like, yeah, I'm going to ask you questions. You just answer them, blah, blah, blah. He pulls out a tape recorder. And I'm like, oh, cool. So he has a tape recorder. Anything I say will be recorded, so I have nothing to worry about. So he's like, all right. And he starts asking questions, regular questions. What do you think of Russia? La, 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 all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. He was like, what are the good things about Russia? What are the bad things about Russia? Blah, 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 blah. And the last question was about, it was a question that I didn't even answer, but the last question was like, a Russian guy got drunk on a Russian airplane, got into a fight, and he was arrested, and they said it was a federal offense. How do you feel about that? And I was like, well, I don't know, you know, that's crazy. That's Russia's business, you know. I don't really know what to say. Wow, you know, that's crazy. That was my answer. Like, that's crazy, you know. I don't know, you know. So basically, it all seemed to go well, and I didn't really think much about it. So 2 days go by. I go look on the internet because my manager sends me my manager at the time sends me the article, and I translate just to make sure I'm understanding it right. And the title of that article was American angry about arrested Russian drunkard on flight. As if I had a problem with the fact that he got arrested. And I was like, this can't be real. I don't give a fuck that this dude was arrested in a federal offense. I don't give a fuck. You know, to this day, I don't give a fuck. He got drunk, got in a fight, whatever happened, I don't give a fuck. I'm not Russian. I don't pay taxes here. I don't give a shit. To this day, I don't give a shit about that dude getting arrested. But that was the title of the article. And I started reading it, and they were like, these are some of the bad things he had to say about Russia. Russia's too big. He hates airplanes. What, are we supposed to give up half our land to make him happy? What was the other one? Oh, he doesn't like that we don't shovel the snow. The moment you go back home where you have tropical and all this stuff, about all this shit talking, mentioning all the bad things I said, but none of the good things I said. So I was like, wow, you know, this guy has it all recorded. So why don't I just ask him about the recording? So I call him like, wow, I just read the article. It's kind of weird. Do you have the recording? He goes, yeah, of course I have the recording. I'm like, all right, just send me the recording so I can release it to my YouTube page so everyone knows the truth. He goes, okay, give me an hour. 1 hour later, he texts me back, oh, I don't know what happened to the recording. It disappeared. I tried to find it. I was like, well, can you pull the article and we put up the honest, the real story and shit. It's like, oh, I can't because my boss won't allow me to take it down once it's up. But don't worry, I'll put out another article later clearing up this mistake because I gave him the recording and someone else wrote it like this. It wasn't me. So basically, I was powerless at the time to negate what he was saying. Now, he didn't really lie generally in that article, except for the title. The title was a goddamn lie completely. I didn't give a fuck. I was shocked that he even brought it up to me. I'm like, that's crazy, bro. All right. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But he basically said things and used words to twist around what I was really saying. He twisted it around. Of course, like people, they always do. They read something and they just believe it. So, of course, I was getting emails, oh, you don't like Russia, this and that, that's none of your business, all this stuff, all these messages and shit. That is the game of the day. It's not just the Russian media, it's all media, especially magazines. Fuck magazines. A lot of people out there get so fucking, oh my God, they want an interview. They want to interview you. Fuck them. I came up without any of these motherfuckers writing articles about me. Fuck them. Only time they started writing articles about me was once I made it big. Then they started writing shit. When I was coming up there and write shit, I never needed them and I don't need them now. You know what I mean? So I'm predicting that this blonde lady who came and interviewed me today is going to release a bullshit ass article. But luckily for me, I have the full interview unedited on my phone, ready to release as soon on my big channel. I'm not even going to release that here. I'm going to release that on my big channel, or maybe I'll do both. I'm going to release that the instant she released that bullshit article, because I know she's going to come out with a bullshit article. I know it. Because it's funny, because during the interview, she asked me, she goes, oh, so you said, I heard you say you don't want people watching the news. I'm like, I never said that. She goes, no, I heard you say it. It was in an interview. I'm like, well, somebody lied to you because I've never said that. You showed me saying don't watch the news. I never say don't watch the news. I say don't trust the news because they're giving you the perspective that they want you to think. They're showing you things to make you think a certain way. That's how it is everywhere around the world. It's the same shit. America does the same shit. Russia does the same shit. Ukraine does the same shit. They all do it. They want you to think a certain way. That's just how it is. You watch Jewish news, they watch Al Jazeera, whatever the fuck, they'll be completely different. You got the Russian news, they're saying, oh, we're not in Ukraine or anything like that. Why would people think we're in Ukraine? America's making up lies. Then you got America and Ukraine saying, oh, we have proof that Russia's backing them, what the blah, 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 blah. And it's like this all the time. So who the fuck am I supposed to believe? Do I believe the American news just because I'm American? That's just as retarded just believing it in the first place. Alright, only way I could believe something is if like all views say the same shit. American side says the same shit. Russian side say the same shit. There's some neutral side like Sweden or I don't know, South Africa. Some neutral. No, South Africa's down with Russia. That's not neutral. I don't know what's neutral. I don't fucking know what's neutral. Spain or some shit, I guess. Spain or maybe Canada. I don't know what's neutral in this shit anymore. I don't know who doesn't give a fuck. You know? But some side who doesn't give a fuck, it says basically the same thing based on their own sources, then I'll believe it. I'm more likely to believe it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. So, it's just amazing how people just believe any fucking thing they read. You know, and I told this lady, I said, she was like, no, back to the story, she was like, oh yeah, you said the watch this. I said, I never said that. Somebody lied to you. Or when I was thinking, I didn't say that. I'm like, you don't know English well enough to know what the fuck I'm saying. Because if she heard me say that, that means she's watching this channel. She don't understand shit. The number one problem with people on this channel is that there's people on this channel who don't fucking know English. Get the fuck off the channel if you don't know English. It's unbelievable. I try not to rip into people who complain about things on this channel thinking they know what I'm saying, especially when I know them. I try my best not to rip into them. The only thing I usually say is, look, that channel's not really for you. It's kind of for Americans or people who speak English as a first language. Because a lot of things I say here are pretty fucking complicated. What a lot of foreigners do, they read the title and assume I'm saying what the title is. That is not it. The title grabs your fucking attention. You know what I mean? That's what it does. And a lot of my titles end in a question mark, or if I use a title, the title I took is from the article that I'm basing the video on, and the article is there in the link in the description. So it's my video based on that article. So like the one with the little girl, she was like, I don't know, 8 years old or something. She's supposed to be the most beautiful girl in the world. So the title of my video was The Most Beautiful Girl in the World, 8-year-old girl. The title was based on an article which was in the link in the description. But because a lot of people who don't speak English first didn't fucking understand that, they thought I was being a pedophile or something. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You know, you don't understand enough shit. Go back to watching shit in your language first before you come here and try to talk shit. Like, it's unbelievable. I can imagine one day I get attacked or some shit by some dumb fuck who didn't understand the video. Because I've been accused so many times of saying bad things about Ukraine. And to this day, I say, show me one bad thing I said about Ukraine, especially politically. Show me one bad thing I said about Ukraine, except for the fucking march that they had in the middle of Kyiv when they were praising a Nazi without a speaker to explain why they were praising a Nazi. Besides that one thing, which I didn't criticize them, I said they don't have a fucking person who can explain to the world what's going on. Because anyone from the outside who sees that is going to automatically think negative things. Any intelligent person who cares about their country or cares about themselves in general will make sure that what they're doing is understandable to the world viewing it. So there was no insults. It was a question, where's your speaker? Why don't you have one? But people are stupid fucks and they don't understand English and they swear to God they know what the fuck I'm saying. This is going to lead me to fucking shoot somebody in the face one day. I swear to God. It's so annoying arguing with someone who's telling me shit I've never fucking said because I don't want to waste my time. I like debating people based on shit I actually believe. So if someone came up to me and they were like, oh, you think it's not cool that Russians don't shovel enough? Well, let me tell you this and that. I can understand that because I say it. I say Russians don't fucking shovel enough. I say that all the time. I'm sliding on ice every single day. So I would understand that. But when the shit that I'm not saying is aggravating as fuck and it drives me fucking crazy. You know what I mean? So basically, that's all I want to say. This article is going to come out. Basically, what I think happened is the lady or whoever sent her, the company, they watch this channel. But they don't understand shit. It's not the people in the picture. The people in the picture are cool. They're cool. There's only one lady from this magazine company who's about to release this article whenever the fuck she releases it, based on my interview with her. She's the one who kind of got me pissed off. And I think her and her company are watching this channel. They watch it but don't fucking understand it properly. They see a title and automatically assume I support the title of the video. That's exactly what I think is happening. Because where the fuck else would she get the whole fact of me saying don't watch the news? How the fuck can I say don't watch the news when I watch the news all the time? Doesn't mean I believe it, but I watch it every day. I'm CNN in it all the time. Just because I watch CNN all the time and I'm American doesn't believe I'm automatically going to believe it. Because anyone who does that, I don't give a fuck what country you're from, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. If you think your country doesn't lie to you no matter where you're from, you're an idiot. Period. You're an idiot. All of you. If you just believe it because it's your country, you're an idiot. I don't give a fuck where you're from. You're an idiot. And that's basically all I gotta say, people. I'm out.
Our love is like a mountain.